Drive of the game. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Bryant will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 13. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Davante Adams, 85 yards. And the Falcons on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And some good and some bad. Heck of a job to get away from that first tackler, but still, they're able to drop him behind the line.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 41. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
After the interception, here's Wilson. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run here with D'Ernest Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Working with a 2nd and 4. A give. This is Kamara. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Wilson. Man open left side is Brown. 2nd down and 4. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They give it off here to the tight end. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. And the first play will be a field goal try. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, Let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. They go play action now. Ryan. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd and inches, Ryan. Throw to the right here to Gordon. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 38-yard line.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's going to have the hook up to Gage, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. To throw is Ryan. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. Touchdown! Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
To throw again on second down. Wilson completes it to Davis. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now it's Wilson. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there just before halftime.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. On the move to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second and 6 from the 10.
14.
Wilson. He's got Granson over the middle. And the Saints are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more. Because I thought in the first half, they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Well, I've never seen this one. It's second down, and the punt team is out there. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32.
43 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well. Abandoned.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson.
Open man is Jalen Darden. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 2nd and 1, Wilson. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Here's Wilson.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th.
That's what you work on all the time, being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey.
He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 7, Ryan. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He'll buy some time right. Looking deep for Adams. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
2nd and 5.
They run it again with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Runs over him. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying the left side with Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Coming left is Kamara. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 25.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll give to Kamara here on the option.
And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
He'll get this one complete to Darden. And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. They're going to try and run for it. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. And they've got it 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 9. Here's Ryan. He's got Gordon. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
133 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Complete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Wilson to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wilson. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They were moving the ball well early in the drive, but now it's 4th down. 3 straight incompletions all of a sudden could be their final play.
And with that type of pressure, how are they going to handle it? What do you call in this situation? Personally, I got to get the ball to my best player with the play he likes to run best.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On second down, Kamara. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
144 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Into the hands of Darden.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play. And sometimes it can break big.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And not much running room. Down to the 32.
Bradley Chubb there on the tackle.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now it's 2nd and 9.
Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Opening drive of overtime and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson. And that's caught by the tight end, Granson. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A good start for him under center here in overtime, now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give. This is Kamara. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for New Orleans, they level their mark at 4-4 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.